let us venture back to the days that used to be, the times and the things that have passed by. Just take this time to remember. Remember when all the girls had ugly gym uniforms and wore tennis shoes, not $200 Nikes. It took 3 minutes for the TV to warm up. Nobody owned a purebred dog. When a quarter was a decent allowance and you'd reach in a muddy gutter for a penny, your mom wore nylons that came in 2 pieces. You got your windshield cleaned, oil checked, gas pumped without asking, all for free every time. And you didn't pay for air. And you got trading stamps to boot. Laundry detergent had free glasses, dishes, and towels hidden inside the box. It was considered a great privilege to be taken out to dinner at a real restaurant with your parents. They threatened to keep kids back a grade if they failed, and they did. The times we pledged the flag at school and sang, "God bless America." When a '57 Chevy was everyone's dream car, to cruise, peel out, lay rubber, or watch submarine races. And people went steady. No one ever asked where the car keys were because they were always in the car in the ignition, and the doors were never locked. Lying on your back in the grass with your friends, and saying things like, "That cloud looks like a..." Playing baseball with no adults to help kids with the rules of the game. Stuff from the store came without safety caps and hermetic seals because no one had yet tried to poison a perfect stranger. And with all our progress, don't you just wish once you could slip back in time and savor the slower pace and share it with the children of today? When being sent to the principal's office was nothing compared to the fate that awaited a student at home. Our summers were filled with bike rides, hula hoops, visits to the pool, and eating Kool-Aid powder with sugar. Didn't that feel good just to go back and say, "Yes, I remember that. I am sharing this with you today," because it ends with a double dog dare to pass it on. And remember what a double dog dare is. Send this to someone who can still remember Howdy Doody, the Peanut Gallery, the Lone Ranger, the Shadow Nose, Nellie Bell, Roy and Dale, Trigger, and Buttermilk. How many of these do you remember? Candy cigarettes, wax Coke-shaped wax bottles with colored water inside, soda pop machines that dispense glass bottles, coffee shops with table-side jukeboxes, blackjack, clove, and tea-berry chewing gum, home milk delivery with glass bottles with cardboard stoppers, newsreels before the movie, telephone numbers with the word prefix Yukon 2601, and party lines. Do you remember when we went to church on Sunday and no downtown retail stores was open for business? Hi-Fis and 45 RPM records, 78 RPM records, green stamps, the Fort Apache playset. Do you remember when decisions were made by going eeny, meeny, miny, mo? Race issue meant arguing about who ran the fastest. Catching fireflies could happily occupy an entire evening. It wasn't odd to have 2 or 3 best friends. Having a weapon in school meant being caught with a slingshot. Saturday morning cartoons were not 30-minute commercials for action figures. Ollie, ollie, oxen free made perfect sense. Spinning around, getting dizzy, and falling down was cause for the giggles. The worst embarrassment was being picked last for a team. War was a card game. Baseball cards in the spokes transformed any bike into a motorcycle. Taking drugs meant orange-flavored chewable aspirin. Water balloons were the ultimate weapons. And if you don't know whose signs these are, you can't have driven very far. Burma shave. If you can remember most all of these, then you have lived. Pass this on to your friends who need to take a break from their grown-up life. I double dog dare you.